炎の呼吸奥義心を燃やせ限界を超えろ俺は縁柱煉獄京次郎負の型煉獄や
Hey guys, it's Kush this side, welcoming you on Weeb Residence. This video is the third video of the Hashira playlist and the first video of the podcast Demonic Friday. In this podcast, we'll talk about the Demon Slayer anime on every Friday. In this video, we'll be talking about another Hashira of the Demon Slayer corps, Kyojuro rengoku, also known as the Flame Hashira of the Demon Slayer corps, who sacrificed his life saving Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Inosuke and Nezuko in the Mugen Train arc. Kyojuro was an honorable warrior whose code of morals and principle includes the teaching of his mother, the most significant being that those who were born strong have a duty to protect the weak. Kyojuro was a part of the Rengoku family, which has an impressive lineage of powerful swordsmen and the Flame Hashira, giving Kyojuro an edge in developing and polishing its swordsmanship. When it comes to the appearance of Rengoku, he was 20 with bright yellow hairs and red streaks, black forked eyebrows and golden eyes. He was fairly tall by Japanese standards and possessed a relatively muscular build. His outfit consisted of regular Demon Slayer uniform along with a haori, which had a white-yellow gradient pattern and red flames like ridges at the end. Now, let's move to the main section of this podcast. The breathing style of Rengoku. Well, the breathing style of Rengoku is fire style. This technique allowed Rengoku to increase the amount of oxygen in his blood by controlling his breathing patterns, thus increasing his strength and agility equal to that of a demon. By forcing his breathing on specific points, he was even capable of stopping bleeding from injuries. There are at least a total of 9 styles that can be used with the breath of flames, although Rengoku only displayed 5 of these. First form, Unknowing Fire. Kyojuro charges towards his opponent at high speed and decapitate them in one or multiple slashes that burns the flesh of his enemy. Second form, Rising Scorching Sun. Kyojuro releases an arcing slash attack upward. Third form, Blazing Universe. Kyojuro swings his blade downwards in an arc. Fourth form, Blooming Sun Undulation. Kyojuro spins his sword in a circle of motion, deflecting his enemy's attack. Fifth form, Flame Tiger. A series of sword slashes that took on the form of a tiger, Kyojuro used this technique to contest Akaza's destructive death disorder. Ninth form, Rengoku, a devastating dashing slash that Kyojuro initiates from a high stance. This technique had enough power to carve a deep impression in the ground where he used it. Before using this technique, he remarked to himself about thoroughly howling out most of the area. Now let's move to the another section of this video, the abilities of Rengoku. As a Hashira of the Demon Slayer corps, Kyojuro was a very powerful and skilled combatant. Before he took his father's place, he successfully avenged the death of 9 Demon Slayers that died to the Flute Demon by himself and later managed to single-handedly defeat lower rank 2 Hiro, who even appraised his swordsmanship before he died. Kyojuro trained himself to become the Hashira by learning from the guidebook of the flame breathing style, a book which only had 3 volumes. Immense speed and reflexes. When we get a clear view of the ability of Rengoku in the start of the Demon Slayer Mugen Train, which is available on Netflix, the way he ran behind a demon surprising him and decapitating him. He has some superhuman stamina and endurance. In a special one-shot, Kyojuro ruptured his eardrums yet didn't flinch in the slightest, ignoring the pain and continuing to fight and win. In Kyojuro Rengoku's story, he suffered dozens of severe wounds and injuries from gunshots and explosions coming from the former lower rank 2 Hiro, but continued to stall enough time for all the bombs he planted to be disarmed without showing any signs of pain or fatigue. With shocked Hiro, who questioned himself on whether the person he met in the past was really the same person he was fighting now. Furthermore, in his battle against Enmu, he was able to keep him at bay in 5 different train carts without tiring. With the end of this section, let's end the video here. If you like the podcast, like the video, share it with your peers, and if you're new on this channel and enjoyed any part of it, do consider subscribing. Arigato!
炎の呼吸奥義